Now, Kenya's President William Ruto has ordered a joint security operation between the military and police to curb the bandit menace in the northern region of the country. The president has given armed herders 3 days to surrender their arms. Now, this comes after 6 people, among them 3 police officers, were killed and 8 others injured in Kainuk over the weekend. Now, Kainuk, which is located in Turkana County, was attacked by bandits despite the government's warning against the intensified insecurity in the North Rift region. Well, let's bring in the BBC's Richard Kagoi, who's following developments for us. Is it clear why insecurity has intensified in the North Rift region?
Well, there's no clear explanation about this, but security analysts say the fact that the regions which are largely affected have, little or maybe sparsely distributed presence of security agents. The regions that I'm talking about, 6 counties, which make up in terms of the country's landmass, is about 2/3 of the country. And these regions are semi-arid, very tough, difficult terrain. And what we are seeing is that young people, just basically the youth who appear to be reasonably trained according to a report, have sort of like switched off from using what you'd call traditional weapons. And right now they're using automated weapons, say like AK-47s. So they are very well coordinated and seem to be really brave and emboldened, and they don't really, are not scared about security or law enforcement officers.
And that's where I wanted to step in and ask, because the government has warned against these attacks, what are they doing, if anything, to prevent it from happening?
Yeah, so the government, just a statement that was issued a few moments ago by the Ministry of Interior, they've said that they've considered the prevailing situation, the security situation in northern Kenya, as a national emergency. So specific areas have been mapped out as dangerous and disturbed. And what the minister says is that they're going to be making firm and decisive, very painful decisions. So right now we're seeing is that the military, together with the National Police Service, are going to be carrying out a security operation, a joint one. And what the minister says is that based on this decision, they're not considering them anymore as just armed bandits or just a ragtag militia, but they have now branded them as terrorists.
Well, how are people keeping?
I mean, Sophie, this is a very difficult situation. These are people who have suffered, since March 2016 when this menace sort of like, surfaced. And over the years, lots of people have been lost. Just in the last 6 months alone, more than 100 people have died, including 16 police officers. People have had to flee their homes. Villages are deserted. Schools have been burnt down. Vehicles have been also destroyed. And in certain instances, because lots of these people depend on cattle as a source of their livelihood, markets have also been disrupted. So, I mean, it's a very desperate situation in this part of the country.